Well, yesterday we had temperatures well above normal. We had a high temperature in Lima at 62 degrees, and some of you did not get to enjoy the warmth. The warmth kind of came up to about US 30, and then north of there, most areas were stuck into the 40s. But I wanted to show you the national temperatures yesterday because there was nearly a 100-degree difference between temperatures along the Gulf Coast, which were around 80 yesterday. The temperatures up in northern Montana that were approaching -20 yesterday afternoon. We had highs there in southern parts of Alberta only into the negative teens, and below zero there in Billings, Montana. So there's some really, really cold air. And this has been just bottled up the past couple of weeks. And we're just waiting and waiting for some of that to start working its way in. We'll get a little chunk of that cold air to work in for the second half of the weekend. But it looks like we'll get another moderation briefly into the middle of next week. Before today, the big story is a very active, unsettled forecast here. We're tracking a lot of moisture moving in for today. It's going to be a lot cooler than yesterday. We'll have widespread moisture work in for the afternoon. The rain will be a concern because the ground's already saturated. We had some areas see up to an inch of rain yesterday early in the morning. And today we're looking at around an inch of moisture, a lot of that in the form of rain. But some of us will see part of that actually falling as snow. Areas up to the north of Lima, I think we could get some slushy accumulation this afternoon. And our far northern locations could see up to 2 inches of snow before rain takes over and kind of washes that away. So, boy, it is going to be a messy one for us here. Now, this morning we start dry, and a good part of the morning stays dry. We have to get to closer to lunchtime before we start to see that rain work in. Here's a look at noon. Around 12:30. I think this model could be a little slow. I think it could be a little quicker than this coming in. We'll see temperatures by then around 40 or the low 40s. But we'll actually see temperatures fall for a time this afternoon and getting towards 2, 3 o'clock. And that allows us to switch over to snow up to the north. But especially around Defiance, where we get closer to freezing, that's an area where I think we could get, that slushy couple inches of snow. It'll come down pretty heavy there. But around Lima, rain is the main concern. I think flooding is the main concern for us here in Lima, as that rain's going to come down very heavy this afternoon. It's going to be a really messy afternoon to be out and about here for the evening commute. If you are working this week, well, it's going to be a messy evening for us, but getting towards about 7 p.m., we'll start to see all this move out finally here. Rainfall could be up to around an inch, and it looks like snowfall might get around a trace in Lima, but our far northern counties, as you can see, anywhere from a trace to up to 2 inches, depending on how long it stays as snow. But then tomorrow, we finally catch a bit of a break. We'll see our next system come in with some showers tomorrow night, but nowhere as heavy as the moisture coming in for today. So we'll get better tomorrow, 44 degrees, 45 Thursday, back up to 55 by Friday, and we'll track another system bringing rain on Saturday, much colder with snow showers by Sunday.